People have tried multiple times to get into this location. It's 70 acres and there's 30 buildings.
Wow.
It's supposed to be really, really difficult to get into, but the people that have made it inside the buildings aren't there for very long.
What is this? Oh my God.
People fall into this kind of state of anger and they want to physically harm the people that are around them in that building.
All of a sudden, I felt an overwhelming feeling as if something was trying to get inside me because I started feeling like angry and then sadness.
People slipping into trance states, that's kind of weird. That almost kind of sounds like a possession taken over.
One colleague was telling me that somebody she knew went in there and stole some stuff and ended up getting possessed by a ghost afterwards.
Wow.
So there's that.
Hello, and welcome back to Ghost Club Paranormal. It's been a while. It is currently the midst of the night. It's midnight, and I have been up researching the location that I'm going to be investigating in a couple of days. And with every article and review that I read, I ask myself, why? Why am I doing this? I'll catch you up to speed. So, my friends over at Barrier Beyond, you may recognize them from my last investigation at the Unholy Church House, which was the most intense, most terrifying paranormal investigation I have done to date. They asked if I wanted to join them at an abandoned insane asylum here, local to us in Los Angeles, and of course, I said yes. It wasn't until tonight that I really started researching, and I realized that this is nothing like I thought it was. This is going to be my biggest challenge yet, but it's also something that you guys have never seen before, and that is the reason why I'm going through with it. On top of all of the dark history that surrounds this place, I cannot stress enough how dangerous this place is. This place is covered with 24-hour security and law enforcement. Okay, I wasn't even planning on filming tonight. I didn't even know what I was going to do with the episode, but I was just reading the reviews and every single review I have read is negative. Some of these people have reported that they have slipped into trances, that they can hear babies crying, and also that they get these outbursts of like rage and they physically want to harm people that are around them. If that is true, that is some serious stuff happening there. But that being said, the history and the paranormal activity that surround that place is on another level. So let's dive in. Well, look who decided to show up. It's Jim! Come on in.
Yeah.
Did you know that that is one of the most asked questions on my channel?
What is that?
Is how is Jim?
I'm better, a lot better.
You're alive, so that's good. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. I'm shocked that you're coming along after the last investigation that we've done together, but you're good, so...
I'm solid.
Okay.
It was an experience. There's definitely been some interesting stuff that's happened, you know, but I'm always up for an adventure, and it's always an interesting adventure with you, Jade.
The history of the place is it was an insane asylum. It was a hospital. It was built back in 1888. And then from there on in World War II, they actually used it for like an emergency care facility for soldiers. After that happened, it turned into a hospital for people who had fallen victim of polio. So there was just like hundreds of iron lungs basically just lined up in this hospital, and they came up with a vaccine for it, but then they gave out a really bad dose of the vaccine, and that left children basically in these iron lungs. They couldn't really recover from that, and a lot of children died there. People have tried multiple times to get into this location. It's 70 acres and there's 30 buildings.
Wow.
It's supposed to be really, really difficult to get into, but the people that have made it inside the buildings aren't there for very long. They're pretty quick to get out. Some people have even said that they have went into like certain trances. People slipping into trances, that's kind of weird. That almost kind of sounds like a possession taken over. People fall into this kind of state of anger and they want to physically harm the people that are around them in that building. This is going to make it really, really difficult. I believe that you are sensitive to this kind of stuff, and that's the reason why I wanted to bring you along on this investigation.
Perfect.
But this is a little bit different because in our last investigation, when something bad happened, when you got negatively affected, you could leave. Here, you can't just leave. You're stuck there in that building until we all have to leave together, basically. So,
Right.
Bring protection. Don't hex yourself. Another thing is there has been reports of a specific shadow man who has been seen there. So we also have to keep an eye out for him as well. That's all I've got for you for just now. Just saying, be careful, please. We are on our way over to the abandoned insane asylum right now. Jim is over here with us, and then we also have Victor and Jazz
Hey guys.
from Barrier Beyond. These are going to be our tour guides for the night, as they have been here a couple of times before already. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about it?
I'm nervous. Every time I'm here, I always feel nervous.
Never
There's something always
disappoints.
goes down whenever we're in here.
Never disappoint.
So I'm excited for you to be here, you guys to be here, and see what happens this time. Because every time I'm here, something always happens.
What's the most memorable thing that's happened here?
I saw a shadow figure walk from one room to the other. It scared the hell out of me, though.
Have you guys heard about the shadow that's supposed to be seen here?
Oh no.
Yeah, okay, so psychic mediums have went into this building and they've actually picked up on this energy of a patient who died there, an elderly man who hanged himself, and a lot of people have kind of figured out that he is the shadow man that is seen there, because a shadow man is seen there very often. So it's actually really interesting that you
wow.
picked that up. Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's actually
is
kind of cool
crazy.
validation right there. All right, okay, so we're about to head in just now. Need to turn the light off, need to be inconspicuous, and yeah, I'll see you in there, guys. He's coming in. He can see us. He's turning around. I know that's why we have to move. Let's go find this. He's coming. Okay, let's go back at it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Just skinned my knee. Come on. Let's go. So, as we were in there, we had literally just made it like a couple of just one building over, and security came down with their lights on and stuff like that, and we all just huddled around a tree, like 4 adults around one tree, and he was coming all the way around and we were just scooching around this tree, and he didn't notice us. Like, surprisingly, he did not notice us.
It was like a straight up movie.
It was like a comedy, the movie that was. It was like a comedy, the movie that was. Seriously, we were like, no way. Like,
don't move, you can see our shadows.
Me and Jazz ended up staying behind the tree whilst Jim and Victor kind of took off. They tried to find like some darkness, and the guy was coming back around. We were scooting around the tree some more, and we were just like, no, let's just leave from where we came in. As we ran to get out of that opening, I fell over and I kind of busted my knee open. So now that's what we're dealing with.
The usual spots that were usually open for us to like get into, they're boarded up because it seems like everything's cut up, the trees, it's really cleaned up. So I feel they did a really good like security lockdown on this spot, which sucks because I was excited for you guys to check it out. But yeah, everything seems like it's all boarded up, locked up really, really well. So
I don't even know. It stings like a bitch. I knew that this place was going to be a challenge. I knew it, so I was prepared for this. If everywhere's totally boarded up, then I think that there's a guy in a
would have to mind
truck who's been sitting there this
security
entire
guard.
He probably saw us, was
That's
laughing
the
the whole
security
time.
guard. That's funny.
He was probably laughing in his truck the whole time, just watching us run around.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hiding.
Okay, so just across the road here, Jazmyne was saying that there's like a cafeteria kind of area. When they first came here, the way that they got into this building was, what was it, underneath the floors?
Under
Like
a window, yeah.
Underneath the building. We crawled under the building.
And then Victor was just saying that when he was ghost hunting and Jazmyne didn't really believe in ghosts and things like that, he brought her here and this made her a believer. But I am curious to, what was it specifically that made you a believer, Jazmyne?
It was just the fact that we were communicating with the spirits that were there, and then he was using the SLS and the Ovilus, and it just blew my mind that we actually captured 2 figures. Remember the one at the doorway? He was just
that one was
standing at the doorway like this, like huge, tall figure.
And it feels like it was kind of attached to her, because she was getting a lot of the feeling. And actually in here, when we had came the last time, she almost fainted.
We went into kind of like the butcher area, and all of a sudden I felt an overwhelming feeling as if something was trying to get inside me, because I started feeling like angry and then sadness.
Can you remember what I was telling you earlier in the house?
Oh yeah.
There is actually like the reviews that I was reading of people who come here have said that they've witnessed the exact same thing. That feeling of anger, they feel like they start going into a trance.
Yes.
And then there's like a sense of anger to the point that they actually want to physically harm the people that they're there with.
Wow.
So the fact that you again just said that,
It was
I mean,
anger right away, instantly, and then I started kind of like hyperventilating.
Yeah, I had never seen her that way.
And then,
she's like, hold me, but it was so dark in there. We're just like, so much was going on, but she was like tearing up, and she was just like, hold me, and I guess she was gonna like faint and stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like something passed through me, and then as soon as we got out of that area, gone. That one right. That's the cafeteria right there.
I think we have like 2 security guards following us right now and a sheriff's car, so there's no way we're getting into this place. Okay guys, we need to come up with a plan B now. That's all I'm saying. We need to go and investigate somewhere else. It's still early. Oh my god, look, the security guard.
Where?
Oh yeah, he's checking up.
See, okay, so there is one security guard that's in there just now, and he's the one that chased us out.
He probably told them they're walking that way.
Yeah, 100%. So we're just literally leaving this place just now, and as we're walking out, we found this on the floor. Guide to operations, and it could only be from the hospital.
From what page it's open on.
Oh, that definitely came from the hospital though, right over there.
Maybe something followed us from over there?
Wait,
Why is it going
And that's
crazy?
like all the way high up too.
that is weird, guys.
Did somebody follow us?
I've never seen a K2 meter do that ever.
Me either.
And honestly, like if you hold it again, just so you can kind of see that it's nothing on the table or anything like that. Okay, so we're like pretty far from the hospital now. We sat down on a bench just so we can kind of research
Look,
other haunted
we're just jumping
locations,
to it.
and just for fun. We were just kind of like, let's see if this place is haunted. Jim just turned on his K2 meter and it started going like crazy. I turned mine on, it's jumping. Yours was jumping for a little bit as well. And now, like, oh look,
Look
mine's
at
is going
that.
as well. This is insane. And what is actually really weird as well is when we sat down here, like
My watch said, "Good evening. Hey Siri."
Okay, yeah. So that's what's supposed to happen when you say "Hey Siri," but she didn't even do that. Literally, we were just sitting here talking. We were being pretty darn quiet, and she just randomly came out with "Good evening." Mine's is legit like going.
They're all going.
The trippy thing is he just put it all the way down and,
And it turned off.
It was all
Yeah,
off.
here, I'm gonna put it back down if you wanna just see what happens.
Look at that.
If there's anybody here with us right now, can you go ahead? Can you touch that device right there?
What
As
the
soon as
fuck?
you asked him to do that,
What the fuck?
there's something here.
This is not where I expected to catch paranormal
Me
activity
either.
tonight. Do you think that the energy from the asylum?
I don't doubt it.
Entity present.
So we have been sitting here at the park for a while now. We have been hearing some stories from Jim, personal stories about his paranormal experiences. And we all kind of came into agreement that we think that there's definitely something with Jim, something might be attached to Jim, or maybe a spirit guide or something like that. A few things have came through this device here. Hi Jim came through, and then right after that it said handsome. Jim's was still going off like crazy, and we're kind of like, why is it just Jim's K2 meter that's going off like this? And then, you know, we kind of like started moving them around and stuff like that. Like nothing. Now watch this.
Whoa. Wow, dude, that's giving me chills.
Like,
Look, let me hold it. Nothing.
Look at that.
Nothing. Victor?
Look towards me, look.
Nothing.
Look at that.
Somebody is sitting there.
Can I pick this up?
yeah, go ahead.
That's me.
Look at that.
Someone's sitting
There's
there.
something right there.
What the hell is happening with this spot right there?
Someone is sitting there.
If there's somebody sitting there on that bench right in front of me, what did that say? Choose.
Is there more than one?
Choose? Maybe choose one of these things?
Choose, okay. Can you turn that candle off?
Did it say candle?
Can you touch that device right there? If you followed us from the hospital, were you watching us in the hospital? That's crazy. Should we go back to the hospital, guys? Seriously? Like, or...
I'm down and kind of check to see what goes down there closer.
I'm
like,
down. Yes.
Okay, so I think it's kind of apparent right now when we're asking, did you follow us back from the hospital? Do you want us to go back to the hospital? We have been getting results.
Green light.
We
Green
yeah, this thing is lighting up like crazy.
It's crazy how random.
Oh, it responded.
Yep, that means to go back.
That means go back.
Okay, let's pack up our stuff. We're gonna go back. We just got back here and we found a security guard here, and we talked to him and we just asked him politely, is it alright if we just kind of hang out here and do some filming and stuff like that? And he said it was okay.
Is there anything weird that happens? Do you hear anything? I'm just curious.
No, I get asked that a lot.
Yeah.
My colleagues say that they have. One colleague was telling me that somebody she knew went in there and stole some stuff and ended up getting possessed by a ghost afterwards.
Wow.
So there's that. Another guy said that he saw a creepy like South American or maybe like old Mexican like death mask kind of thing floating in the window once, or sorry, floating on the patio. Yeah, I really appreciate it.
So we start walking down this way, and me and Victor are kind of like hanging back, and Jim and Jazmyne are in front of us, and me and Victor both hear a male voice coming from inside this building here, and it just sounded like a guy saying, hey.
That was like a male voice.
That was a male voice.
Dude, that gave me chills right now.
I heard
that. It said, hello?
Oh shit. Oh. Holy
Oh, it's
shit.
a family of raccoons.
We started to see movement coming out of this crawl space right there. I mean, it looked like shadows of like heads, and we were like, what? Because that's exactly where we heard kind of like the hey come from. And then this family of raccoons just crawl out of this space, which is actually kind of cute. Other than the raccoons,
That was creepy. That was clear as day.
yeah, we definitely heard a male say hey when we were walking by. That is not a noise that raccoons make, I don't
No.
believe. And also, just as we were pulling in here as well, a group of teenagers, they all came like running out. Yeah, they were definitely running from something, and they all just jumped in their car screaming and then just took off. So I don't know if activity's happening here. I still can't get over that voice though.
I know, me either. That was clear as day. We heard a male voice.
I really wish I was filming for that. This place has a different vibe about it than how I felt when I was here earlier. It feels much eerier here.
Especially what was going on earlier. Now it's like it kind of wanted us to come, and now we're here. And
Yeah. So we have the Ghost Tracker app on, and it just came through entity present. Even they're like, let's get the hell out of here.
Out of here. You know what's weird though? That when we heard that voice, they came out of like under the house.
That's true. I didn't even think about
Yeah.
that. You wanted us to come back, so can you go over to that REM pod right there? Can you make that red light turn green?
What was that?
That was loud. Did you want to go over to where we heard that male voice say hey?
Yeah.
I think that we should, because that is honestly, like, we heard it both with our own ears.
That was clear.
I think it's worth just going over there and just checking that out.
I feel like anything was gonna happen, so I feel like it's kind of too late to even start filming anything.
What did that say?
The war.
The war. The war. This place used to be a place for the World War II soldiers.
Oh yeah.
Concentrate.
I think it's honestly just telling me to concentrate, like think about that story a little bit harder. That story a little bit harder. That story a little bit harder. Yeah, this place used to be an emergency care facility back in World War II.
Souls.
Souls. Are we speaking to a soldier? Can you confirm that for us, please?
No.
No.
Oh, that was a response.
What? You can't confirm that you're a soldier? Okay, if you're not a soldier, who are you then?
Straight up response.
Yeah, that was a direct response. We're getting way more responses as we're
Yeah.
walking down here as well. This is where we heard the voice, so.
Are you a patient?
I just realized something too. This is where we stopped the first time that we came here. Remember, it sounded like something got thrown at us as we were walking by that exact spot.
Over there?
The exact spot.
Yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
Are you concentrating?
Are you trying to tell me to concentrate a little bit more? Do you want me to piece together your story? Story? Okay, so right now we are at the spot where earlier when we very first got here and we were walking up this way, me and Jim, we stopped and we started to just film this area, and then we heard, as we walked away, we heard what sounded like something was thrown at the fence at us as we were walking away. It honestly felt like somebody was inside the building and threw something at us just as we turned our backs. And then now that we've returned to this exact location, now I'm starting to put the pieces together. Just as me and Victor are walking by, we hear a man say hello. So something is trying to get our attention at this exact spot.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to get to the bottom of it. Can you speak out loud for us again? So we can hear your voice? See that random drip? See that random drip? See that random drip?
Was that a noise?
I thought I heard something coming from back over in that direction.
I thought
You
I
heard that too, Jen?
Yeah,
I heard
it
that.
come from up top.
Entity present.
It says entity present.
Emerging.
Are you going to manifest yourself for us? Can you throw something? Can you make a noise? What's that car doing creeping behind us?
It's security.
No.
It's not, that one's not security. Sorry, this car is being super sketch right now, like right behind you. It is literally going,
He's eyeballing.
yeah, and it's going so slow.
What are you looking at?
There's a ton of people in that car just staring at
I feel
us.
uncomfortable. Just like.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm gonna be like, who are you guys? Can we follow you?
Did you guys hear that?
Like, who are you guys? Can we follow you?
Did you guys hear that?
Like, who are you guys? Can we follow you?
Did you guys hear that? What was that? Was that from your phone?
No.
I shit you guys not. I hope that my camera microphone picked up on this.
Hated.
I thought I just heard somebody go, Jade.
No
Like
way.
hissed it. Sounded like it came from right there.
I hope
heard.
you captured that.
I swear. I think I did. It was loud enough.
Soviet.
What? What?
Something got thrown. Something just got thrown.
Over there, behind me?
Right here, yeah. Something literally got thrown.
It's like something got tossed over there. It was loud. It like ricocheted off something.
These people are filming us.
You know what? Yeah, I don't like this at all. Let's go. Yeah, these people are filming us in their car. It's just so awkward. I mean,
You can't really concentrate as like you're trying to communicate and there's someone just across staring at you.
yeah.
There's like 4 people in there.
Oh, and he's following us now.
Crazy night.
Crazy night.
Even not
This
even
is.
going inside, it was nuts.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like this is just like tonight was weird. Tonight was weird. That's like all I can really say about this investigation. To be fair.
I feel like even though what we didn't plan to do in the beginning ended up still being a crazy night with everything that happened.
Yeah.
No, I definitely feel like that place, when we went back, definitely for the second time, it had a really weird energy about it. I don't know. I don't know what to make of this place. I feel like the second we got back, it was like it just kind of wanted us to leave again. I'm really, really glad that that we went to this place, because especially when we came back and we talked to the security guard, and then he did tell us those stories as well, his employees and their experiences with the place. It literally just goes to validate how haunted this place is. I know that it's an unsafe place and that's why they don't want people in there, and it's really not a good idea to go into places where you're not allowed, but we thought we would give it a go. I'm actually shocked that we even made it in there even though we were in there for 3 minutes total.
We tried.
We successfully got in, but yeah, again, I think it was for the best that we got out of there. That car is back. It's circling us.
Yeah.
Which one?
That
truck.
the white
Or a
car.
Oh, yeah.
They're like just going around the block like continuously. I would just say like when they turn a corner, let's fucking take off.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps up for the episode, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. There's going to be a lot more investigations coming up on my channel. I know that I've kind of been absent for a few months, but I'm back. Here we are. And yeah, we have fun here and another crazy investigation, and we will see you all soon. Go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.
This is us running.
You can hear the wind like blowing at the fan.
That sounds crazy dramatic.
Oh my god. You skinned my knee. I skinned my knee.
I wish that was the sounds of us getting scared in there.
I know, right?
Boy, that really was a show.